Citizens of the realm, we are back. It is time to journey to Westeros for a night of the Seven Kingdoms. We're going to learn the story of bacon and eggs this show, from what I'm told. And I'm very excited to see the origins of one of my favorite breakfasts. We are joined by the illustrious Michael Tesler, our Game of Thrones universe expert. Before I throw to you, because this is going to be the you show this week. G, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I actually read Night of the Seven Kingdoms graphic novel, which apparently is extremely accurate to the book. Hedge Knight, part 1 of the 3 parts of this book series. I read a lot now, so I don't really remember much, but I do remember quite enjoying the heck out of it. And we'll see what sticks to the noggin as we're going. But I'm like, I don't even remember how it ended. But yeah, I remember really enjoying it. It being one of the more lighthearted fares of this world, ironically.
Okay.
And lighthearted for Game of Thrones, that is. But yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm glad Michael's here. Let's go to Michael.
I'm excited that Michael's here too. Michael, how are you feeling today?
Get me my breastplate stretcher. Your mother was a whore, Lannister.
These are references that I understand.
Like Game of Thrones. No, I'm so excited to be here. Obviously, I usually cover Star Wars. Also been covering Fallout. It is so exciting that Greg let me out of the cage. And now I get to be going to my favorite place in the world, Westeros, where nothing bad happens to anybody good, and only good things happen to people who are bad. So
Yeah,
surely.
Very, very excited. We are in for an adventure. I feel like this is going to be so different, and I think that might be fun to go on a romp that is not necessarily a high-stakes political drama, but rather a merry quest.
Well, if it's good enough for George R.R. Martin, hopefully it's good enough for us. Leave a like on the video. All right, well, let's do this thing. We're hopping in a 3, and a 2, and a 3.
Oh, we have to tune that bad boy up. Okay.
I can't hear, Greg.
No, really?
No, I'm kidding.
Just to me. Oh, they're all 3 different shades. It's a spectrum.
Horses are fluid.
What a beautiful opening shot.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing a opening shot breathe this long. Or, it's the second shot, but
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
It's pretty much,
We will not spoil anything.
it's like me carrying Greg, relationship-wise.
It's got some presence. Make it up.
Yeah, you are.
Ooh.
I like how it's keeping the comedy.
Aw.
Oh, against the
Wax
pillar,
on,
too.
wax off.
I don't know. Part of you's got to miss him.
Oh, that's a special love.
Look how lonely this shot is.
I don't know if this... Oh.
Moving clouds, too.
I don't know if this rain is real, but it does feel wet.
Oh.
Ha.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful cut.
Beautiful light. Huh. You could eat like a regular guy for even longer then.
If you teach a man to fish. He'll learn how to fish.
I love the slice of life vibe.
Oh,
Huh?
Lannisport.
It's no Casterly Rock, but
What is really?
yeah, but actually,
That's right.
Sure.
nice, good form.
Oh, jeez.
John, good on you.
I'm out here
Coming
fighting a
out
good fight.
firmly as anti-rape. That's great.
Great delivery. That's a good save the cat moment. Tells me a lot about his character. It's good.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Oh,
And
They got
there
the
it is.
music cue.
Oh, what is this intro gonna look like?
I did not see a trailer for this. I did not realize how much they would lean into the comedy.
this is gonna be a ride
I'm sorry, taking a shit in the woods.
with this beautiful little Robin.
We are in for
brave Sir
such a
Robin.
treat, guys. We are in for such a treat.
Like, we've just been in this one location this whole time, and it's such a great character study of how to like understand Duncan so early on.
And how to spend so much less money than the last season of Game of Thrones.
While putting stuff in camera, it looks like this looks like a
Oh, this
real
is
location.
great.
Well, the story lends itself to that. It's so much simpler, but yeah, not without its complexities.
It's a gorgeous tree. I wonder if it's a real tree.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like it's
What
so.
would the Lorax say if it's not?
Don't get me started on Sneeds right now. I mean, that is one thing I do kind of miss about the later era stuff is there's more volume, and I do appreciate the tangible in this universe. That's good.
Oh, I love his like earnestness, but still kind of putting up a front, like he's trying to live up to something. You feel it
Yeah.
in the performance.
I can only imagine there's a bit of imposter syndrome when you
Definitely.
go from Squire to Hedge Knight.
Duck hunt. Hey man, sell those horses.
Because he's tall.
I love how like giant and how uncomfortable the space is around him.
It's like Gandalf in Frodo's house. Bilbo's.
Oh, that's not bad. RUNNOFT. Yeah, the price of eggs, man. Oh. So, come again?
This is pretty accurate.
That's very accurate.
Oh.
It's a gold dragon.
Targaryens.
It's also just a currency.
No. Everything ties together.
Well, you're not.
You're not wrong.
Well,
with that.
Yeah. So let me have this. This guy does have a lot of presence.
He plays it like so much more boyish than I
imagined.
Yeah.
I feel like that evolution has to happen over the course of.
Warhorse.
Shows.
That's racist.
Amen. That's one way to make a name.
Oh. Nope.
Way to deflect.
Excellent. Oh, and then he got a daddy night.
Damn.
How to shit in the woods.
Tell me how to bury a body. Jeez.
Good chemistry.
Yeah, this casting is phenomenal.
George Martin's been raving about this.
This is one of his favorite things he's ever done.
It's just so personal.
Oh.
Sulk all you wish. I know you'll scoop it up as soon as I'm gone.
Spit on it.
Just every little promo image I saw was like trying to sell like the epicness of it. That's never really what I got from the story. So like
they got to transition people into the slice of life of it all.
yeah, and it's like what the show's given is pretty awesome.
But I feel like this is my favorite kind of world building. It's one thing to see it through the eyes of the people that have the most. It's another thing to see it through the eyes of just a mere hedge knight.
Like the heart is so palpable.
The color palette of the show already is gorgeous. Just lighter and brighter.
You probably identify with him, John.
I would?
No, I think you do already.
Yes.
Which of the horses do you think each one of us are? Leave your comment down below of which horse we are.
I'm the white one.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious, John. Got him.
That's the vase calling the other vase white vase. You get it.
I'm not the Filipino one.
So wait, you get to be the black horse?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to see like the early infrastructure before the tourney begins.
Yeah, it's like going to Ren Fair.
Yeah. But like set up for the Ren Fair?
Yeah, exactly. It's volunteering to help set up the Ren Fair.
Yeah, nobody thinks about who's making all those chicken legs.
Wow, look at it. It's like his cloak blends in with the wall.
Oh,
That's a
let's have a joust. Let's do a Knight's Tale.
Just
Felt that.
the intentional discomfort of his height. Like he just seems so out of place.
Kids.
Dunk. Hell yeah. spend the rest of the video like this. Ha. Yetting. It's the right level of humor.
Nice.
Oh, wax on, wax off.
Wow.
Oh, that is so frickin' real.
Hell yeah. Ugh. Ooh. Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh. The boy?
No, it happened before the boy.
Had me. I was. I was like, I believe that was real. It seems like some would be real.
This is the Reach, not the Riverlands.
There's some gross bodily humor. Baratheon.
So is he supposed to be like 7.5 feet tall?
Suppose so.
Yeah, around. Yeah.
Dondarrion. Dorn.
He's gonna get another fly, isn't he?
Do you remember the Dondarrions?
I remember the name.
Dude.
Christ. 7 fucking hells, brother.
So he's just tall. He's not abnormally tall, but he's tall. I'm trying to
He's
gather
pretty tall.
if he's like
That's a horse.
extraordinarily
He's taller than the horse.
The guys crossing the foreground look kind of the same height.
All I'm saying is, if he was in finance,
Well, it just adds to the fact that he stands out amongst
Yeah.
this crowd of townsfolk.
see Ren Fair.
Totally. Huzzah.
I thought you said wake him for a shag. I was
That's
like,
what I heard. Ouch. Get out there, boy.
The most socially
worthwhile
awkward he
quest.
is.
Dude, we used to talk so cool.
Back when we were in the fantasy realm of Westeros.
You know, it's about even fall right now. All right.
Just to talk Clock tick.
Yeah,
Clock tick. Do you see Wicked?
I did.
They said that too much. I'm the white horse. Among the people.
Yeah. We're on the come up. Nice rack.
Love how much this has just been building.
Oh, a nice thought for a trace.
Raymond.
Ooh, with the smack.
Oh, look at the design of the apple.
Yeah, it's so well done.
Wowie.
Come try me. As you see, my cousin here is not ripe yet.
Not ripe. Oh, the apple puns. Oh, Jesus
Run
Christ.
to the core. How many more apple jokes can we get in here?
Their house motto is like glory is delicious or something like that. I'm trying to remember it.
This is doing such a good job of stripping the fantasy away.
Yeah. That's what I always loved about early Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, like before it got blockbuster-fied, like it did feel, even though it was like intense and sordid, it always felt like you were just plopped into the world.
Absolutely. Just a little taste of the mythical in the beginning. And there's no dragons here, which is great.
And yeah, it's like the scale is different, so it makes sense for this to be more tangible in terms of like where they're shooting, but it's nice to be back in what feels like a real place.
I have seen more of this guy's ass in one episode than...
Turn around, buddy. This is really lovely, though.
A lovely ass, or...
All of it. They're doing some beauty in this world, which is nice.
Oh, you're getting to see more of it.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, that's tough.
What a great lighting to represent this guy's mood.
Even full. Sir, no pants. Oh,
Welcome.
oh my. What is it?
Oh. She did.
Jeepers.
Oh, it's his fantasy. Yike.
Ouch. She looks super familiar.
And at least I'm not in a necrophilia.
What a human moment.
Oh, yeah?
That's solid life advice.
Yeah, dude. Especially as a knight.
It's great that the pilot of Game of Thrones had a similar setup with John Aaron's corpse. This one's getting fucked.
Cool.
Oh.
that trickery to the eye would make it look very real from far away.
That's impressive. Wow. Ah, cool.
That's awesome.
Wonder if this will give spoilers to House of the Dragon season 3.
I'm a little. I mean,
A little apprehensive about how far they'll go.
Oh, catching feels.
this is such a uniquely positioned show to be so long after House of the Dragon and what,
like
about 90 years, I think.
I think
80 years?
it's like 100 years after House, and then 100 years before Game of Thrones. Like
yeah, I
right
think
in
it's
the, right in the
right
middle.
around right around the middle. Yeah.
Man and a half.
Look at the turn around and look at him. Look at that giant.
Oh, you want to be my squire?
He can't just become a squire.
Boy can dream.
I love this tracking shot. They built all this.
Yeah, right. Now this one shot is beautiful.
That's a great expression.
The Baratheons. Let's go.
Oh, they have
the crown stag.
they actually have that like antlers.
That is crazy. How many sets was that?
No shortage.
I like that. Our house animal is a deer, is a stag, so we're going to kill a lot of those.
Yeah. Ours is Fury. Well, just wait till Robert Baratheon. God, he looks just like Renly. It's great casting.
Let's hear it.
Oh, can't wait for the prequel.
Gay fun. Excellent timing.
The devilish eyes.
It's the gods.
Who dealt it? All right.
Wow, there it is.
I guess that guy got the 100.
Oh, delicious food.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. There
Finally.
you go. That's a man-sized meal. Carbo load.
Not gonna lie, just watching an episode of him eating food. That's fine by me.
Yeah, just do like a, travel and culinary show.
It's actually the most accurate to George R. R. Martin, who describes every morsel of food in the books. Every
yeah.
morsel, every bite.
I so appreciate like the refusal to show his capability of at being a knight, of how much they've committed to it.
Oh, absolutely.
Fascinating.
Like he just seems like a wanderer, way out of place. Every frame, he just seems so out of place.
Sure.
Huh.
All eyes been on you.
Yeah.
Well, he's a Baratheon. Stannis would be so proud.
This guy's so fun to watch. Give him that. Give him the bite. Oh, God.
How loose of a cannon.
Yeah, you better go find something to give him.
He's honest.
Give it here.
Sir Dunk, that's ridiculous.
Sir Dunkin' Donuts.
That's good.
I love that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Let's go, Dunk.
I love how
This is great.
modern the acting is. Normally, the Game of Thrones shows, they do go for that more period piece play-like acting, and everyone is playing it so kind of modern.
And yet it doesn't feel anachronistic.
No, it doesn't. I mean, this feels authentic to the reality. Oh, foot stomping game.
Oh. Hey, you really dancing.
That's a fun dance.
He's just so, like, unhinged and seems like such a bored king.
What are the ratio of hinged to unhinged kings in this world?
High. It's a very high ratio.
He's a thrill seeker.
This guy, it's not Hamish Linklater, but he reminds me of him.
I was thinking
Wow.
Oscar Isaac.
Oh, yeah, I
That
see it.
too. Yeah.
With like a hint of Peter Dinklage.
Yeah.
Get that bacchanalia.
Are you going to throw up or something, man?
Oh, yeah, with the crown. Hey. Many, 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 many men.
Yeah, everyone just feels like people.
I hear you. Meta thought. It's tough.
Excellent.
Sure. But within that, you can find freedom.
Actually gives king-like advice.
Aww.
You must decide.
I love
Not
the
too
honesty. Oh wow. Apologizing to the chandelier.
You're going to feel great tomorrow.
Oh,
Who are we focusing on?
You want love?
All the happiness.
Oh, her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That wasn't too long ago.
It's hanged. Ouch. Ah. You're going to get yours, man.
If only you knew the Lord of the Stormlands.
Love the frogs.
Oh. That scene was actually much shorter.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. When did you get here?
Quite the opposite.
Flea bottom.
Earn your squire. It's going right there.
Oh.
Yeah. Sir Dunk. Come on, you can do it. Yes.
Way to own it.
The one's good enough to get the picture on a bubblegum card. Hell yeah.
Oh, he looks so grateful.
The strings and whistling motif.
It's like the old Robin Hood.
Huh.
How folksy.
Do better than my lord. Oh, you're so much more than that, Dunk.
Bold choice. I think they're going to end this with no action.
Sure does. Third threat.
No, I said I wouldn't hit you.
It's a beautiful sentiment, though.
Yeah.
Starting to trust the boys' advice.
Oh, that's very
I
sweet.
frickin' adore this actor. Both of them.
Aw. Just gaze up at the possibility.
I really wonder how this show's going to click with people.
I hope that people can appreciate how wonderful this is.
Wow.
That is
Very
really,
thoughtful.
really lovely.
It gets pretty thrilling, though.
Yeah, sure does.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I thought they might. I had a prediction of, I mean, obviously won't say it, but I had a prediction of where they might end it, and it's like not at all where I thought they would end it. I thought we'd go much further before they did. So yeah,
I thought they
yeah.
brought Ryan Condal back too. He was really such a brilliant part of the original series.
Interesting. Well, gang, if you've made it to this point in the video, thank you, first of all. If you could go ahead, leave a like, that'd be very much appreciated. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when the next Night of the Seven Kingdoms comes your way. Also, big thanks to the team over at Prepper for chopping these highlights together. The least challenging episode of any Game of Thrones show to cut. Still, very much appreciate you guys. And if you want to get the full-length reaction, watch along, experience, see everything that does make these highlights, you can come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects. If you see highlights on this channel, chances are there's a watch-along you can sync up with over there. We also got a whole bunch of lovely people, good community. You get a view into our shooting schedule. You get to ask us questions on a normal video. This is a bit of a special circumstance, but normally. Anyhow, gang, we here. Michael.
Why don't you go first, John?
Sure, yeah. I mean, this was really charming. This is a really nice primer into something that I have no idea about, and I kind of, in gathering that this was neither direct, everything connects, I imagine, in this realm, and I'm sure there's a significance as to why we are doing this now. But gathering that this was far enough removed from the other two shows, I thought it might be fun to come in and be surprised by what this is, and I am pleasantly surprised by what this is. I like the slice of lifeness. It sounds like they're doing a ton of stuff that, you guys understand the context to. But just for me slipping into this without knowing that there's a bunch of stuff on the horizon, this was just a really lovely contrast. I miss a lot of these kinds of production values in Game of Thrones material, even in House of the Dragon, which has earned back a good amount of goodwill. I am curious how people will respond to this, because this is up my alley. I don't know if this is up every Game of Thrones viewers' alley, in that, again, from what you guys have been saying, it seems like there will certainly be, it's got night in the title, there will be battles, I assume. But yeah, as a means of coming back to this world but not trying to emulate the same thing we all know, I thought this was really lovely. So yeah, that's my 2 cents.
What'd you think of Dunk?
Oh, he's great. I mean, Bamber Todd. No, this is not the right actor. Whoever the actor is. I saw Dunk, and I didn't
young
read
Dunk.
the young.
Yeah, I imagine who's the first person credited in the credits.
So there's the Dunkin' Donut, and then there is the Munchkin. He played the Munchkin.
Yes, Peter Claffey.
Yeah,
Peter Claffey.
It's got to be Peter Claffey.
It's a name we're gonna remember.
Yeah, I liked him immensely. I mean, he is in almost every frame, and I really appreciate, his earnestness, his body language. He feels, like an everyman in a very appealing way, especially for this world. And I don't exactly know what to expect out of that, because, again, I've seen other things in this universe where you think some guy's the main character and he's just too good for this world, and he seems like a guy who might be a little too good for this world. But he also, as being a hedge knight, as being somebody with a purpose and this status, but without all of the status that a lord might have or whatever. Yeah, he's very engrossing. He's very endearing, and I have been enjoying just observing him thus far and kind of meeting him through other characters too. Because again, even though we get these little windows and these little cutaways that are very funny and illuminating, I like where we've met this guy. I'm very drawn in. I don't really have any sense for anything that's to come, but in this world, the contrast is good enough for me, honestly, to be in this world and be like, oh wow, I'm really drawn into you, and there's no like huge impending doom at the moment is kind of nice.
I mean, I think out of any of this is literally the only Game of Thrones thing. I didn't even read the actual novella, I just read the graphic novel. So, I haven't read any other Game of Thrones thing ever, but I can confidently say out of any Game of Thrones thing I've been exposed to, I think this is the least one you have to worry about, like, getting bogged down with predictions and shit like that. It's like the easiest one to follow, and it is just so like human.
It's meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah, it's just meant to be enjoyed. So like that, I think the episode is. Everything I saw. I thought they were going to really change it, like drastically from what I remember about it, because every imagery I saw just looked like fucking epicness. And then, did you guys see the trailer? I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Was the trailer pitch it like an epic thing, or is it
a little bit? I mean, I think they allude to a little bit of what's to come, but I mean, I think that the idea was get people's foot in the door and then let the performance do its thing.
Yeah.
But I think everything the show captures takes the essence of so much of the lightheartedness and so much of the fun that we had in the beginning of Game of Thrones that made people fall in love with those characters.
Sure.
I love how faithful this adaptation has been so far. And it really, it's a fun time period to play in because there isn't that sort of big bad looming, there's not White Walkers coming, there's not dragon civil war going on. There's, we get to actually see this world and experience this world.
I think there's a status quo right now.
Yeah, that's I think a good way to
the weird period after a civil war.
Yeah, it's a quieter time. Obviously, the world is still Westeros, so there's still a conflict abounding. But and following a hedge knight, which is such a fun. I mean, that's a term that George R. R. Martin coined.
I was wondering that. I was like, I've never heard this until.
No,
it sounds real enough. But
yeah, well, that's the brilliance of George R. R. Martin. But it's sort of it takes on this historical context of the most righteous and sort of most chivalrous are the ones that are among the people and actually have to exist in the reality of this world, not the pomp and circumstance that knighthood has become. And I feel like that's why Sir Duncan is such a fun character, because we get to really experience like Westeros, not just in all of its beauty and awfulness, but we also get to live the consequences of the very bad decisions of all of these lords and leaders and all of that, and what that actually means for these characters. I thought just a really quick call out. I absolutely loved, obviously, seeing Lionel Baratheon. So cool to see, what I think is the great grandfather of Robert Baratheon, and he's making a joke about, burning him alive and all of that. And it's such a funny call out to Stannis, who would later go on to do exactly that craziness. But you see bits of Renly and you see bits of Robert, and you see that there is such a Game of Thrones has, I think, a unique position to be able to create character out of the houses and the settings. And there is a certain an expectation that we have when we see a Lannister or we see a Baratheon or a Targaryen, and it's fun for them to get to play with those expectations and subvert those expectations. But honestly, like, it was great. I felt like we were going to the start of a Ren fair, and to have a tourney be like the big, this is an exciting thing we're building up to. It's nice to have a story that is character driven and focused. And like, I love hopping around the continent.
Sure, sure.
It is so nice to be in just one place and to get to spend time watching a guy take a fucking shit. So, yeah. What did you think of Egg?
John?
I leave that open to the. I'm actually really curious about John.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, great intro. I thought the function of this episode to me largely seemed like we're gonna get to know Duncan a little bit, and then set up what will I'm sure be the thrustings. The relationship, a bad way to put that, but yeah, there'll be a central
thrusting.
knight and squire type of situation. Yeah, I mean, I really like the contrast of their characters, the everymanishness with Egg's sort of just savvy beyond his years. Given the life he's lived, it makes some sense. It's just the intro, but I'm very excited to see this grow into the rhythm. That whatever that'll be.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the cinematography for a minute?
Beautiful.
This was just like the number one, like the color correction and the palette that they've chosen for this show. I feel like has done such a good job of it still feels familiar, but the world almost feels like younger and brighter and greener, and it sort of echoes so much of the romping and the fun of sort of this character. And honestly, that opening shot and that beautiful oneer of walking down. I mean, it's I love that we're still getting the production value of Game of Thrones, but it's so hyper focused that you can really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, they do like whenever he's around in environments where he's especially out of place amongst people who are more lordy or whatever, like they use a lot of the more opulent gold, yellow lighting. And then when he's a little bit more alone, they do a little bit more of that kind of muted blue to drive home that melancholy. Because the guy is also grieving at the same time,
Yeah. Well, and it's grieving a strange relationship too. I mean, it's.
I'm really happy they had flashbacks.
I'm sure. I hope anyway that will continue for the rest of the series.
It seems like it has to. Like it's a motif they've set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and such an unexpected. I mean, I have to say that the brilliance of setting up the original Game of Thrones theme and waiting for that title card to drop, and then going to no, we're just gonna take an actual shit right on that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's literally gambling with your audience right there. It's like if you don't get on board for this, you are going to
at least
you're
it's
either
being
gonna hate
honest.
this or like it.
yeah, they're being honest.
Like this is not at all with the other stuff you're used to with this. Because I could see how people who are familiar with the source material, like someone like John would enjoy it, of course. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who do enjoy it. I could also see this being like a massive disappointment to people who have been like set up for this. So that's why, like, I thought there was a very specific plot point that will definitely happen.
Yeah.
That's where I really thought this episode would end.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised at where they let it end.
Yeah.
Because to my understanding, the novella itself is even short, so that you could just adapt directly to the novella. Even though there's like stuff that happens that I don't fully recall. Like, I don't really remember Baratheon.
So
Is he really a presence in it? I feel like they expanded the shit out of it.
They did expand pretty dramatically too, and I understand why. I mean, that's a familiar sort of tie-in, and I think also helps with the juxtaposition in the beginning, which is really, that being said, like whoever had the brilliant idea of like cut to, he's wearing Baratheon's stagged crown. That's freaking brilliant, and so but it's not afraid to have fun. And honestly, after the last season of Game of Thrones, after all the intensity of House of the Dragon, which I love, but it's intense, it's nice to just like watch something relatively light and fun.
Well, yeah, it's just zeroing in on like the people, like the townsfolk here. What's the proper term for it?
Small folk?
Small folk.
I'm so proud of you, Greg.
Honestly, like me trying to remember characters' names is like going to be a challenge, right? But with the small folk is like they're not like the part of the environment of them is a character of this specific show. So to do a interpretation here where you do make them feel more human, and there's something that felt a little bit more modern in its approach. It's funny, like it dawned on me when you kept bringing up Robert Baratheon, because that guy is in A Knight's Tale, And there's something about this that is a little Knight's Tale.
That's
100%,
isn't
yeah,
it?
100%,
And,
yeah.
and Knight's Tale also takes the approach of like that goes very modern, but it's not exactly doing that, of course.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of that kind of ironic
So
humor.
I want to challenge you on this for a sec, because you say it's very modern.
Modern in this sense of the way the characters kind of interact with each other. Yeah.
But
and performance-wise.
And I hear you, but I think that's the brilliance of this, because I think what they're trying to dispel is that whenever we watch these like grand high medieval fantasy, we see these lords and kings and all of that.
Yeah.
They're all pomp and circumstance. They're all caricatures.
Yeah.
People have always been silly and goofy. People have always been light.
I get what you're saying there, because you're always taking on royalty characters.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
but
this
that's
is
sort
just
of
with
that's the
people
beauty
here.
of this.
Yeah.
It's showing that people have always been people,
Yeah.
and I think that's something really beautiful. And I think that's part of why people really gravitated towards Arya, especially when she went
Sure.
undercover, because we were able to explore that world ever so slightly. You know,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And with Duncan, the whole idea of Hedge Knight, you kind of get glimpses of it too in this one episode, like what you were speaking to earlier, of like what a Hedge Knight stands up for. You know, what a knight. Just to remove the term hedge, you know, a knight is meant to like protect the innocent.
It's to uphold chivalry.
And then in this world, though, a lot of times it is more about just obedient to law, obedient to who you serve, less about, you know, going out like doing the right thing. You know?
Fealty to your liege lord, not necessarily fealty to the people.
To the people.
Of the realm.
Yeah, so to zero in on just the heart of this one episode was, I think, just a smart call to sell, and I love the humor that they committed to, like the melancholic kind of humor that they had, where you get a sense of like sadness and loneliness, but there's also a bit of like hopefulness in there. You know,
Well,
it's so
setting up,
opposite
it's
for
setting
Game
up
of
the
Thrones.
underdog story too, which
He's so much more underdog than I expected.
which I'm really glad that they did that too. You know, you can't have it all, especially when you're tall.
Like Egg is exactly how I remembered.
Yeah.
But like you don't even get like John. I'm curious to know your opinion on it. With Dunk, do you get a sense of the fighter? Because like in the when I remember reading it, like you get that sense of like, yeah, he's out of place, but you can tell he's kind of a badass. And here I'm like, I don't get that sense at all. This guy is like remotely capable of
Wielding a sword?
Yeah, exactly. So how did you interpret it?
Yeah, to me, it's a nice level because he's not a guy who I'm sitting around waiting for him to pop off and do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But he's big enough and he's like committed enough to what he's doing that I'm like, I believe this is a character who can take care of himself if it's called for. It might not be pretty, but you know, he seems of noble intent and courageous enough that like, yeah, I'm not sitting here expecting like a crazy some crazy flippy martial arts shit out of this guy, but he
Seeing
certainly
him do a
seems,
somersault, I would pay very good money for.
He seems
That's
like
him in the book.
like a guy who doesn't invite trouble but can get his hands dirty and deal with trouble if he has to.
Yeah.
Is kind of how it comes across to me so far.
Yeah, okay. I guess the word is like there was because in my understanding, George R. R. Martin was involved with the graphic novel, and there's there's a ruggedness to him, and there's like no ruggedness to him, and to like strip that away.
I think that will evolve.
It's
with
interesting.
the story ahead.
Because he's not super rugged, but I believe him as a guy who roughs it.
Yeah.
If that
Okay,
makes sense.
cool, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, he looked like he shits in the woods all the time.
Yeah, and he's just always out in the elements.
Also,
never in a tent. And
He is
smells
not
bad.
getting enough fiber.
He's
I meant to call it out during that moment, but I was in shock and laughing at how freaking brilliant it was.
At the cheeks.
That's so smart.
It's
Like,
brilliant.
That's the exact thing like Twitter will either hate or love.
It's like
I love shit like that.
if I had been receptive to Luke throwing the lightsaber over his shoulder, it's giving the same exact sort of.
But he's not a legacy character.
No, he's not a legacy. He's fucking random dunk.
Well, that's a great way to say, yeah, this isn't the Game of Thrones that you're accustomed to.
Yeah, no, we're in Ryan Johnson's world now.
Well, and I think that's the humor is actually actually a huge part of the hook in that regard, because if I wasn't watching this with you guys, I would have almost no sense of things to come or that anything is going to amount to anything yet. Like, it's very slice of life. It's very much just
Have
like,
we ruined something for you? I'm really trying not to.
no, not at all. But you guys will notice things, and I'm like, oh, clearly there's like way more context than I would be capable of picking up at the moment. And so like I can tell your anticipation. Whereas like here, I like the position that the show has put me in. I wonder how people will take it who don't have the experience with this, because this is up my alley. That we're doing slightly different slice of life. I can tell what the arc possibly will be, but I don't have the same set of expectations a normal Game of Thrones would give me at the end of an episode.
And that's why they gave Lionel Baratheon ample screen time to give us a for the non-readers a hook that lets them sort of give a little more trust in the process that we're going to get to something that may amount to more. But I'll say this: like if you're watching, just like have fun for God's sakes. Life is hard. I'm sad.
Yeah.
But I get to watch the show with my best buddies.
It's nice to have a fun one in the Game of Thrones universe. Any stray thoughts before we hit it, gang?
Yeah, this will be the most viewed Game of Thrones reactions we do.
Definitely will.
I will say the casting director deserves an award for this. I think Egg
Surely.
is
Egg is like exactly how,
and it's like one of those things where, like, in the same way that The Last of Us just have this like brilliant dynamic between. I can already see the chemistry between these characters is going to be the best part of the show. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm excited that that's something we can look forward to instead of like, when are the dragons coming or something?
Yeah.
When's the big battle episode? But yeah.
There's no dragon.
they all died.
Wow. Spoilers.
If you watch Game of Thrones, you'd know that.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
It's kind of the whole plot of Game of Thrones.
But you freaking wait a minute. We're before Game of Thrones and after House of the Dragon.
Yeah, there were dragons,
And then the
there was Game
dragons
of
came
Thrones.
back. Don't
What?
I'll talk to you later.
Am I-
Guys, leave us your thoughts on the Night of the Seven
Do you
Kingdoms.
believe in dragons? Leave your comment down below.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't that the whole thing with Daenerys? Was that she rebirthed the dragons?
brought them
back.
Yeah, she's the mother of dragons
Because of-
because they hadn't been there since
So they hadn't been there in a while.
Yeah.
a hot minute.
I'm worried that you feel like Michael ruined something for you when I'm like, we
I'm
know
not.
this.
I thought No. Michael didn't ruin something. Michael created confusion, and then I'm like, I know there will be dragons down the line.
Oh, that's what you
They
mean.
are not completely gone. So
Here's the crazy thing.
I was just looking for thumbnail elements in an episode where there were dragons
when
and
Egg took
Daenerys
the
and all that
time
shit.
stone, it caused a rift.
And deliver all the
Stopped
eggs
Daenerys.
back.
He's the ancient one.
He does look like the ancient one.
Spoilers.
On that note, which multiversal variants
Sir
do
Duncan
you
will
wanna meet?
return in Avengers Doomsday.
And we'll return next week for episode 2 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh, we'll see you all then.
I'm very excited. This is going to be fun. Be well, people.